In the book of Luke, the 21st chapter, it says, "These be the days of vengeance." You know, those are the days that were spoken of the days of vengeance that were going to take place during that time. That's why Yahushua, when he came into Jerusalem, it said that he wept. He said, "If you had known what belongeth to your peace, you know, you would have cried for your children, and and not for me," or something to that effect, because he saw afar off the things that the Romans would do to Israel. It says, "But pray ye that your flight be not be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no talking about back then, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened." Because that, the people have fled out of Israel, and then eventually it came to a point where that slaughter had stopped. That onslaught or that slaughter had stopped around, if I'm not mistaken, around was it 72, 74 AD, around there with Masada. After that, that pretty much ended, the last stronghold of Israel. It says, then if any man, verse 23, "Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is the anointed, or lo, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false messiahs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. But they can't deceive the elect, because Yahushua said, my sheep hear my voice and they follow me." They're already sealed. That's right. It says, "Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not." Because when Yahushua comes back, it's going to be evident that it's him.
And that word there means saviors, holy men. Guys are going to come. If we got to get this group together to go back to Africa. We got to get, you're going to have guys coming, trying to gain followers. Like I said, like Nate is one of them. Johanna is one of them. This guy Rakar from the GOCC is one of them. Yeah, but then he switched it up. He's no longer into that doctrine no more. So that right there tells you that he ain't right.
This is the book of Acts, the 20th chapter. It says, at 20 and 29, "For I know this, that after my departing shall grievous wolves enter in among you, not sparing the flock. Also of your own selves shall men arise, speaking perverse things, to draw away disciples after them." And that's the same thing with these false so-called holy men that are gonna do the things that they do to draw disciples after them.
Yeah, I got a quick precept for you. John 10 and 4 and 5. "And when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them." This he is Yahushua. "And the sheep follow him, for they know his voice. And a stranger will they not follow, but will flee from him, for they know not the voice of strangers." And that lines up with, if it were possible, they shall, deceive the very elect, but it's not possible.
And you know what? That word stranger, look that word up. Okay. Because when we listen to Nate's videos, it sounds strange to us.
Yeah, it's a strange
When we
song.
listen to Johanna, it sounds strange to us. When we listen to James White, it sounds strange to us.
Yeah.
When we listen to that Black consciousness movement stuff, it sounds strange to us.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't sound right.
Okay, here's the Greek.
Like heathen.
Yeah, like.
That's what they are. What you mean, like? That's what they are.
Yeah, it's like you would be listening to a Chinese song, and trying to groove to it, which is impossible.
You're gonna make me groove to no Chinese song. And even Ali said that.
Yeah, man.
He said, black man, they got this song. White people, they got, come on, see that train coming around that mountain.
Yeah.
Then you got the Chinese, they got their music. Pling, ting, 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 tong, tang. So I'm not gonna dance to that.
Oh, man.
You open up a club, the 30-30 club or whatever, right? You have Jay-Z up in there. Everybody's dead. Then you start playing some
Chinese.
chink music,
Yeah,
some
oh.
Chinese music. The riot break out, man.
Oh hell yeah.
They'll be asking for their money back. Gunfire be all erupted and all that, man. All kind of hell broke. What's going on? They playing that goddamn Chinese music. And ain't nothing wrong with the music as long as you a Chinese.
Yeah.
But it ain't gonna sound right to you. It doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
The heathen music.
Chanting, hang the DJ. The word there for stranger, the Greek.
Strong's G 245, alatrios. Alatrios.
Yeah, it says belonging to another, foreign, strange, not of one's own family, alien, an enemy, extension foreign, not akin, meaning not part of the family, hostile, alien, another man's. So, you know, that pretty much says it all there. You know, I'm going to go back and read it again. John 10:5, and a stranger will they not follow, meaning another gospel. Like the shit that Nate is teaching, that's another gospel. That's a strange song. The scriptures speak about the 144,000 singing that song. No man could learn that song but the 144,000. Those other guys, they're singing strange. It's like they're playing Chinese music, you know. And a stranger will they not follow, but will flee from him, for they know not the voice of strangers.
All right. Back in Matthew 24.